They've all been asking, oh, what's Malaysia like? What's there? And I always tell them, well, to be honest, there's nothing really here. It's just cows. Sometimes dragons.
This is the real Malaysia. Don't come here. There's nothing here at all. Anything that you've ever seen online about Malaysia, it's just a lie. It's just palm trees and nothing in small villages.
We are in a country where people live on trees, ride elephants to work, and send pigeons instead of emails.
And look, so many people were riding cows to work every morning. It was crazy.
And I realized that one of the real fears that many Malaysians have is Malaysia becoming the next Bali or the next Phuket. Which, by the way, I completely understand, because we've all seen videos of Bali and Phuket and how at times it can become terrible for the locals, yet wonderful for the tourists.
That's what we love about Malaysia. I mean, nothing wrong with Thailand, Bali, if you're chasing the party club scene. I mean, great for the $2 bintangs and the crazy nights. But look, Malaysia is just more a raw, kickback, Southeast Asian style experience.
But living here in Malaysia, it feels different.
Halo semuanya, kembali lagi di channel Ria Oktorina. Belakangan ini, ramai orang luar negeri membahas sesuatu yang cukup unik tentang Malaysia. Banyak yang heran, kenapa sebagian warga Malaysia justru tidak terlalu suka negaranya dipuji berlebihan atau dijadikan destinasi wisata besar seperti Bali dan Thailand. Bahkan, ada yang sampai bercanda mengatakan mereka masih hidup di pohon atau naik sapi. Awalnya, orang luar menganggap itu aneh, karena biasanya setiap negara berlomba-lomba mempromosikan negaranya supaya semakin ramai wisatawan datang. Namun, setelah membaca banyak komentar dan melihat berbagai pembahasan di media sosial, orang luar mulai paham kalau ada alasan besar di balik semua itu. Banyak warga Malaysia ternyata takut negaranya berubah menjadi tempat yang terlalu padat wisatawan atau over-tourism. Mereka melihat bagaimana beberapa destinasi terkenal dunia perlahan kehilangan kenyamanan untuk warga lokal karena terlalu ramai turis. Harga tempat tinggal naik, jalanan penuh, budaya lokal mulai berubah, bahkan ada kawasan yang akhirnya lebih nyaman untuk wisatawan dibanding masyarakat setempat sendiri. Karena itulah, banyak warga Malaysia lebih memilih menjaga negaranya tetap tenang dibanding mengejar popularitas wisata secara berlebihan. Dan sekarang, semakin ramai orang luar negara yang mulai ikut menyembunyikan Malaysia. Mereka mulai paham kenapa banyak warga lokal tidak ingin negaranya terlalu viral seperti beberapa tempat wisata lain yang akhirnya kehilangan ketenangan dan identitas aslinya.
This is the real Malaysia. Don't come here. There's nothing here at all. I've been here for 2 weeks and I've been basically amongst trees and jungle the entire time. There's next to no roads, no buildings. This is the house that people stay in. Like, anything you've seen online with large buildings, beaches, that's not true. It's AI and green screens. People are really good at making Malaysia look better than it is.
Don't come to Malaysia. There's nothing to eat here. There's nowhere to go. Yeah, there's nothing, no food stalls, nothing to drink, no fresh coconut. It's just a lot of junk. So yeah, don't come.
So I came to KL in Malaysia, and as you can see, everything around is created by AI, like nothing to see. If you don't want to waste your time, don't come to KL. To Malaysia in general.
None of this behind me is real. I edited it using Adobe, so this is all fake. The only thing that's real in this video is this, my road. Everything else, green screen.
This is not real. Do not come to Malaysia, guys. None of this behind me is real. It's all just a green screen, AI, anything that you've ever seen online about Malaysia, it's just a lie. It's just palm trees and nothing in small villages.
My friends back in England found out that I was Malaysia's chief tourism advisor. They've all been asking, oh, what's Malaysia like? What's there? And I always tell them, well, to be honest, there's nothing really here. It's just cows. Sometimes dragons.
So in a recent post, I played a little bit of a trick on the Aussies back at home. A video I posted at Kuala Lumpur and Penang, it was actually just AI. Sorry guys. I was hoping to get, some people to follow me if Malaysia looked really developed and modern. But look, let me set the record straight for you guys in Malaysia and so I don't upset you. Here's a few pictures I got from our trip in Malaysia. Did you know that they have trained their pigeons to deliver their mail? Incredible. There's pigeons everywhere with mail. It's next level. Like, and look, so many people were riding cows to work every morning. It was crazy. But I love how they've integrated nature there. You know, just like we've trained our kangaroos to deliver mail. Like, it's pretty much the same. They've learned to work with wildlife all around them and yeah, use it to their advantage, and it's working well, even the crocodiles. So look, still a beautiful place, but look, us Westerners, we don't need to live there. There's no modern condos. All the ones on the internet basically aren't real. They're pretty much AI. So yeah, look, we should stick to our developed countries. The food over in Malaysia is terrible. Yeah, look, not much to see over there, guys. Sorry for the misinformation. My apologies for trying to keep, for telling Australians that you're more developed than you guys are. But look, it was fun visiting your homes in the trees. I really enjoyed that. That was pretty cool. But on a side note, look, how is it the 1st of April already? Man, the time flies, eh? All right, guys. I hope, you know, the apologies taken from Malaysians and Australians, but I just had to come real. All right, peace.
We are in a country where people live on trees, ride elephants to work, and send pigeons instead of emails. This is one of Malaysia's largest pokocks. Like Bill O'Reilly once said, Malaysia has no money, and that's not a problem. Let me show you how we buy things here. By the way, all the expensive shops here, it is all Photoshop. Without editing and special effects, it looks like this. I'm looking for a shoe to climb pokok. Like strong. One shoe, and I give 1 egg.
I wish you could, but you can't.
Final offer, 1 egg, 1 pisang. Yeah. Okay, terima kasih. I hope you enjoyed the Malaysian jungle tour. Wartawan Anda, Alexi Brock.
Setelah mulai memahami alasan tersebut, banyak orang luar negeri akhirnya memberikan pandangan yang berbeda tentang Malaysia. Mereka melihat Malaysia tetap berkembang sebagai destinasi wisata, tetapi dengan cara yang jauh lebih terkendali. Tidak seperti beberapa negara lain yang sangat bergantung pada hiburan malam, pesta atau wisata murah untuk menarik turis besar-besaran. Banyak pelancong asing mengatakan Malaysia masih terasa nyaman karena suasananya lebih tertib, lebih tenang, dan budaya lokalnya masih sangat terasa. Mereka juga menilai Malaysia tidak terlalu mengejar wisatawan yang datang hanya untuk hiburan berlebihan atau pesta tanpa batas. Hal inilah yang membuat banyak orang mulai menghormati cara Malaysia menjaga negaranya. Pariwisata tetap berjalan, ekonomi tetap bergerak, tetapi identitas negara tetap dijaga. Bahkan ada orang luar yang mengatakan Malaysia berhasil menjadi tujuan wisata modern tanpa harus kehilangan jiwa negaranya sendiri. Karena itu, semakin banyak juga wisatawan asing yang diam-diam memilih Malaysia sebagai tempat favorit mereka, tetapi tidak terlalu memviralkannya di media sosial. Mereka takut jika Malaysia mengalami lonjakan wisata berlebihan, suasana nyaman dan budaya asli yang ada sekarang perlahan akan berubah seperti yang terjadi di beberapa tempat wisata populer dunia.
Question to people from Malaysia, why every time I post something cool about Malaysia, there are a lot of comments, this is AI, we live in a tree or whatever. Are you seriously gatekeeping your country? This might be a good idea, actually. This might be a good idea.
Why do Malaysians still live on trees? I'm out with my wife filming everything. My first Hari Raya, the food, the culture, just living it all. The videos start blowing up. Comments everywhere, a lot of love. And then I start getting, oh, don't believe him. This is AI. We actually live on trees. At first, I thought it's a joke, and then I see it again and again and again. It even happened on person on Hari Raya when I was filming one of the family gatherings.
The road is buffalo.
Oh yeah, you don't use cars, no Wi-Fi.
No Wi-Fi.
Yeah. So later, I asked my wife, why does everyone keep saying that? She looks at me and she says, because we like things the way they are. Malaysians are happy, life is good, things work. We love having guests over, but when too many start coming in, things could change. And in the current state of the world, whatever's happening in the world, it's better to be out of sight, out of mind. And I realized this whole time I thought I was helping, showing how incredible Malaysia is, the people, the culture, the community. But maybe I was doing the opposite. So yeah, you might want to skip on Malaysia, because I heard they live on trees.
So many Malaysians comment this, and honestly, I was a little bit surprised to see this comment again and again. Please keep quiet, because everyone knows that tourism is good for the local economy. Tourists come, tourists spend money. Hotels, tourist shops, museums, food, and whatever else. I really found it strange, and I decided to read more comments. Scrolling, and I realized that one of the real fears that many Malaysians have is Malaysia becoming the next Bali or the next Phuket, which, by the way, I completely understand, because we've all seen videos of Bali and Phuket and how at times it can become terrible for the locals, yet wonderful for the tourists. So reading all those comments, I really understand the concern. Malaysia has so much heritage, so much culture, that exchanging it for a crazy tourist would be such a sad deal, such a sad trade. By the way, look at the views. However, I don't think that Malaysia is at risk of this crazy, problematic tourist crisis. And that is for two main reasons. Reason number one, very simple. Malaysian arak is not cheap. That's the main thing that attracts this kind of tourists, is cheap alcohol. Compared to Thailand, compared to Bali. Yes, by the way, you can look at Thai alcohol tax and say, oh, it's quite high as well. But they have their own locally made cheap alcohol, all the chang and whatever. Yeah, that's one of the main things that attracts this kind of tourists. Reason number two, the reputation of the country. Especially if you're looking at Malaysia as someone from outside of Malaysia, a modest, conservative, non-drinking country. And if you are a crazy tourist that wants to have that kind of fun, a modest, conservative, non-drinking country is very unlikely to be on your list of places to go. The good thing though is Malaysia's tourism is still booming, still managing to attract a lot of tourists, but they're coming here for the right reason, and it is much easier to attract tourists to a country the way that Thailand did a few years ago. Yeah, you attract them, but what happens to a country at the end of the day? I've been to Phuket myself, and would I even think considering living there? No, because it's unlivable. Good for Malaysia, seriously, respect to Malaysia for being a growing and leading tourist destination without using all those low ways. And I hope that Malaysia's tourism keeps growing without sacrificing a single piece of its Malaysian soul. By the way, if you're Malaysian, follow me and let's discuss all these interesting things together. I've lived here in Malaysia for half my life and I think there are so many things to discuss and explore. Jumpa lagi semua. Terima kasih daun keladi. Ada masa jumpa lagi.
Malaysia is not trying to sell itself to you. And that's why most people don't understand it. When you look at a lot of countries today, they try very hard to sell themselves. Like big marketing, big promises, big images, everything is designed to attract you quickly. But living here in Malaysia, it feels different. It's not loud. It's not trying to impress. It's not trying to convince anyone. If anything, it's quiet. And that's why most people visit, but they don't understand it. Because Malaysia is not something you see in few days. You have to live it. You have to spend time here. You have to experience a lot of things. The daily life, the people, the culture, the simplicity. Then, slowly, it starts to make sense. Some places try to sell you a story, but Malaysia, you have to discover it yourself.
So if you're chasing a party, definitely head to Bali. But Malaysia is probably not for you. And look, that's just being real. I mean, Malaysia is more for your expat families, cultural sightseers, retirees who want stability, safety, a bit more of an authentic experience. I mean, honestly, Malaysians like their respectful, modest, chilled lifestyle. Plus, they're all about their food and they do it very well. And look, for our family, that's what we love about Malaysia. I mean, nothing wrong with Thailand, Bali, if like you're chasing the party club scene. I mean, great for the $2 bintangs and the crazy nights. But look, Malaysia is just more a raw, kickback, Southeast Asian style experience. And look, that's just what we wanted to show our kids, and that's why we're going there for a couple of years. But hey, different coasts for different folks. But look, which scene do you guys prefer? I'm keen to know. Let me know in the comments.
Fenomena inilah yang sekarang mulai ramai dibahas di media sosial internasional. Banyak orang luar negara mulai memahami bahwa tidak semua negara ingin menjadi destinasi wisata paling ramai di dunia. Ada juga negara yang lebih memilih menjaga keseimbangan antara pariwisata, budaya, dan kenyamanan rakyat lokalnya. Malaysia dianggap menjadi contoh menarik dalam hal tersebut. Negara itu tetap menerima wisatawan dari berbagai negara, tetapi tidak ingin mengorbankan ketenangan masyarakat dan identitas budayanya hanya untuk mengejar jumlah turis sebanyak mungkin. Banyak orang luar bahkan mulai mengatakan bahwa cara Malaysia ini justru membuat negaranya terasa lebih eksklusif dan lebih asli. Wisatawan datang untuk menikmati budaya, makanan, suasana kota, dan kehidupan masyarakatnya, bukan hanya untuk hiburan liar atau pesta sepanjang malam. Pada akhirnya, ramai orang luar negara sekarang mulai ikut menjaga dan menyembunyikan Malaysia dari overtourism. Mereka tidak ingin Malaysia berubah menjadi tempat yang kehilangan budaya lokal, kehilangan kenyamanan, dan hanya dipenuhi wisata massal. Karena bagi mereka, daya tarik terbesar Malaysia justru terletak pada ketenangan, budaya, dan suasana aslinya yang masih terjaga sampai hari ini.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite.